Assume you're new to Pega, you have some idea in your mind, and you want to create a new application in Pega. Or let's say you're not new to Pega and you have some idea and you want to implement it as soon as possible in Pega, then this video is for you. So today we're going to talk about Pega GenAI Blueprint tool, which will help you to create your application blueprint within a few minutes, and you can directly create a new application by importing that blueprint file. Hello everyone, I'm Rakesh and welcome to my channel CodeStreamTech, making learning easy. If you are new to this channel and if you like my work, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for the latest updates. You can also follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. The link is available in the below description, and you will get the blog related to this video in the description as well. If you're looking for a complete Pega developer training where you can learn the things right from the basics till advanced level, then you can join my course and you will get the course link in the description. So guys, in this video, we are going to talk about Pega GenAI Blueprint. Pega GenAI Blueprint will help you to create blueprint for any application within a few minutes. And not only that, you can import that blueprint to create your application in Pega. So by this, you can create complex application within minutes. The thing which requires a hell lot of time will be completed within a few minutes with the magic of Pega GenAI Blueprint. Please make a note of this. Pega GenAI Blueprint will help you to create a new application. It will help you with case types, stages, steps within it. Also, it will help you to create data types, but within case types, you need to configure the steps. You need to configure its automation steps. That's something you need to take care of it. Otherwise, Pega Gen AI will take care of all the other things which we have discussed. So once after creating the application with the help of Blueprint, the actual developer's work will start. They will simply start configuring each step one by one and the application will be ready. So let's get started. So guys, here I have launched my Pega Community Edition, and here we are going to create a new application with the help of Pega Gen AI Blueprint. So for this, let's go to this application menu, and from here click new application. So before you start with this option build from blueprint, you need to create a blueprint. So for this, you can click on this hyperlink, create a blueprint. So this will launch this URL in a new tab, pega.com/blueprint. Here it is. And again, make sure you have already logged in. And after that, simply click on build a blueprint. So here you can see I have already created these three blueprints. In your case, it might be blank. So what you will need to do is you need to click on this button, create a blueprint. Let's click on that. Now you will get these industries which you can select, and based on that you will get further options. Now let's assume I want to create one application which is related to banking industry. So I'll simply select that. Okay. Now go below and click next button. So now within this, we can select the subcategory within banking industry. So based on your business requirement, you can select respective banking sub industry. If you're not sure on sub industry, then simply you can go with other option. So at the moment, let me select this option, corporate banking. And once you select corporate banking, here you will get this option to select department or function within that. So these are the options which you can see, like collections, customer service, financial crime, lending, onboarding, operations, sales, and If your option is not available here, then you can go with the other option. So at the moment, let me just select onboarding over here and go below and click next. So once you select onboarding, so here it will give you some application purposes, and it could be like CLM, client lifecycle management, or KYC, know your customer. Otherwise, if this is not your purpose, then you can simply define your own purpose. Now let's say I'm going with KYC, and once I select that, the Gen AI blueprint will give me the functional description for my application purpose as well, which is KYC. And here you can provide name to your organization and you can move ahead. So like this, we have lot of options available and we can choose as per our requirement. Now here I am back to the first screen. So like this, you have different industries. Let's say if you go with insurance, click next. Here you will get the subcategories related to the insurance. You can select one sub industry, let's say individual life, and after that you will get the respective departments or functions related to this. Now let's say I want to go with underwriting, click next, and here, so you will observe a little bug over here. You need to clear this list, and here you will get this option end to end new business underwriting, and once you select that, the Pega GenAI Blueprint will provide the respective functional description. Now let's go back to the first screen. Let's select banking, next corporate banking. Let's select function onboarding, next. Let me clear this. So this is a bug and it's not clearing this application purpose and functional description. So you will need to simply clear this, and from here you need to select the application purpose you want, and again if you want you can mention your application purpose as well. So let me go with KYC, and again it will give you the facility to update the functional description. If you want, you can add your own terms over here. Otherwise, you can go with the default description which has been generated by Pega GenAI Blueprint. Now it's time to provide the organization name. Now let me provide one organization name like CST Bank. And here you can provide language. So these are the available options to you. So at the moment I'm going with English. Let's click next. So here based on our inputs, it has suggested these case types to us, like you can see. And if you want more case type suggestions, you can simply click on generate more and it will add more case types to the list. Let's go above. If you have something in your mind that this could be the case type, you can simply click on add a case type and you can provide its name, its description, and you can simply click save. So your specific case type will get added to your blueprint. So here you can see Pega Gen AI Blueprint has suggested these many case types, but it could be the case that you don't need all of them. So let's say I don't want this case type environment, social governance, KYC. I can simply click on these three horizontal dots and I have this option to delete it. After that, simply click delete, and now that case type has been removed from the blueprint. Again, not only deletion, but let's say if you want to edit something in the case type, you can simply click on edit and you can update the changes. Let's click cancel. So once you are done with adding the case type and mentioning its description, let's go to the bottom hand side and click next. Now, once we are done with defining the case types, now the next big thing is to define the case lifecycle. Imagine you are a business person, you are a native developer with limited knowledge in Pega. Even in that case, you can go ahead and design the lifecycle. You can put your idea in this blueprint and you can share it with the Pega developers, and they will definitely understand it in a better way. So here you can see this customer due diligence has this case lifecycle. It has these three stages, and if you want, you can simply click edit lifecycle to do your changes. You can delete the stages, you can add the stages. Not only that, you can add alternate stages as well. So let's say I want one alternate stage. Let's say cancel, and this is the step I want. I can simply save my changes. So that's how it will work. Now simply again click on edit lifecycle and you can revisit this part. You can add a step to the stage. So once you click on add step, by default it will add collect information step. Simply click on this and you can change the step type. It could be approve rejection, it could be automation, it could be create case, decision, generate document, generative AI, robotic automation, or sending the notification. So you can select the step type and move ahead. So let's say I want to add some automation over here. So I'll select that, and yeah, that's it. Now let me provide a label to it. Let's say update golden source, something like that. So I have updated the step and that's it. Once I click save, the changes will get reflected. So at the moment I don't see alternate stages over here, but yeah, once you click edit life cycle and if you go to alternate stages, you should see the alternate stages over here. Now this is about this customer due diligence case type. Like this you can select other case types. Let's say this global KYC customer, and you can edit this the way you want. So this is about life cycle of a case. Now at the same time you can manage the case data model. It means the properties within the case. If you want to create any, you can simply go to the second tab, that is case data model of a particular case type, and you can simply have a look on the properties, and if you want you can simply add them here. But I'll recommend not adding properties over here. Instead, once you're done with creation of the application, you can go ahead and create separate case specific classes and embed a page of that class. So that's a better way of development. So now I'll keep these things as it is, but again, if you want to add any field, you can click on simply add field and you can enter the field name, field type, and description, and yeah, simply you can click save. So once you confirm that you have visited all the case types and you have visited all the workflows within the case type, you can simply click next over here. And now here we can define the data and integrations. It means you are defining data objects over here and also you can define whether that particular data object referring to any other system. So let's say we are getting the accounts details from any other system, then what you can do is you can simply click edit, and here you can see system of record, it's Pega. And if you know that it is going to be used with other system of record, let's say click create new, and you can provide that system name. So let's say CSTDB. Just for an example, in your case, you can mention your system of record name and click save. And here it will show you the updated label. Again, on the screen, you can observe the data objects created by Pega GenAI Blueprint for you. If you don't want any particular data object, you can simply click on these three horizontal dots and click delete. If you want to update it, click edit, and you can update the name and its description. Also, if you want, you can update the system of record as well. So once I updated the system of record, so it has identified a new system of record, that is CSTDB, and you will see it over here. Again, you will get this option to generate more data objects. And if you have a requirement to include a specific data object, that you can do with the help of this option, add a data object. Just simply click on that and mention the object name, mention its description, and select the system of record for the same, and you can click on save button to add your choice of data object. So now we are done with this data and integrations tab. Now let's go to the bottom hand side and click next. So on the screen, we are going to select the personas. So personas are the people who will be working on this application. So these are the different roles. As you can see, the different personas are KYC analyst, operation manager, and there are more. And again, if you go to the bottom hand side, you will get this option to generate more personas. And if you want to add any specific persona, you can simply click on this add a persona option, and you can mention your persona. Let's say here I'm just taking one example, and you can enter description related to this. At the moment, I'll simply enter this word underwriter and I'll click save. And the system will add this persona here at the bottom. And again, if you want to delete any persona, you can click on the three horizontal dots and click delete. And if you want to edit it, you can click on the edit option and you can edit the changes. So now let's click next. So here on the screen, you will be able to see the complete summary of all the workflows, data types, personas. You can have a look on the properties, you can have a look on the flows and the different steps within them. These are all the case types, data objects, and personas. And at the end, once you are done with all these steps, you can simply click on download blueprint. Just click on that, and that's it. The blueprint file is ready. Now let's say if you want to download this complete presentation as a PDF, then just click on download PDF and save this PDF. Let's click save. Let me open the blueprint PDF file. So this is the Pega GenAI Blueprint PDF file, and here you can see all the information And once you're done with all your analysis, all your changes, all your edits, deletion, you can directly share it with the respective parties for further discussions. So Pega Gen AI has really made new application creation, or you can say brainstorming on application, very easy. You can create the application or create the blueprint in a minutes, and you can start working on the actual application. So that is the beauty of Pega Gen AI Blueprint. So nowhere we are going to create these many properties, these many personas, these many data objects, or these many case types in a few minutes. And that has happened because of Pega Gen AI Blueprint. So let me close this. So we have already downloaded the blueprint. Now let's go back to Pega App Studio. So previously we followed this option, create a blueprint. Now let's click on this option, build from a blueprint. Let's click on this. Now here, make sure you have selected upload a blueprint and click on select a blueprint to upload. So here you need to select the blueprint file which you just downloaded, and you will observe its extension is .blueprint. So let's select that. It will take some time to load this. Now, once you are done with this, it will ask you to enter the application name. So this is the application name, know your customer. If you want, you can go ahead and update this, or you can simply keep it as it is. The next tab is blueprint details, and here you can see all the details which we have observed on the final summary page. And here also at the top you will get this application details. So on this application settings tab, the next option is built on application. The default selection is Pega platform with Constellation UI. And if you have created any other application, you can simply select that application as the built on application. So here we are going with the Constellation UI application only. Now let's click next. Now it will give you all the case types which were present in blueprint. Now let's assume a scenario where a blueprint file has been shared with multiple people and all of them have different priorities. So let's say one person is interested in customer due diligence case type and another one is interested in global KYC customer. Then what they can do is they can select this option build from blueprint for their favorite case types, and let's say if they don't want any particular case type in their application, they can simply go ahead and select do not build. So this new application wizard will not include that case type within the application. So now let's say I'm going with these two and I don't want, let's say, request for information. I'll select do not build. I don't want document requirement. I don't want this. Don't want this. So you can just simply go and select do not build. Okay, so at the moment I have these three case types, and for others I have selected the option do not build. Also you have option to view the life cycle. Remember, you can view the life cycle but you cannot change it at this point. Now let's click next. So on the screen it will show you all the data objects, and again you will get the similar option to select this build from blueprint or do not build. So let's say I don't want a few options. Let's say I don't want this e-screening, adverse media. So I'll simply select do not build option for them, and for rest all I'm fine with them, and I'll simply click next. Now here I'm on the persona screen. Here you will find all the personas which we selected in the blueprint. And again, if you don't want any particular persona, you can simply go and select do not build. So here at the moment I want all of them, so I'll simply click next. So at the end, here we are on the application settings, and here you can provide the application ID. So let me shorten this. Let me enter KYC over here, application versioning, base language, and my organization is CST. Let me provide a name, let's say CST Bank. And once I update this, I have this option to update the organization name here as well. And again, like we discussed in the first video, you have these options to generate division layer and generate unit layer here in this class layers. So at the moment I'm not going to select these options. I'll keep them as it is. If you want, you can update the division and unit name. Let me keep them as it is. Let's expand case classes. So here you will find the case classes which new application wizard is going to create. So here keep one thing in mind: if your class name is getting bigger, then make sure to shorten your name over here. So you can provide shortcuts to your class names and that should work. The same case is with data classes. If it is giving you some errors, make sure to shorten the names. So now let's click submit. So here it will take some time and it will finish the processing. So here our application creation is successful. It will take a few minutes to complete all these processings, and let's simply click on go to app. Let's verify all the changes. So here it is. You will see the application, know your customer, KYC. Now let's click on case types. So here, if you remember, we selected only 3 case types from the blueprint. Those are available over here. Now, just for confirmation, let's click the first one, customer due diligence. And you can see the case type over here. Now let's go back and select the second case type. So here is the second case type available. Now let's go back and check the third case type. So here it is. So once you are done with the confirmation, as a developer, you can start working on your case type. You can visit each step and develop your application. So in the same way, you can go to the data type and you will observe these data models. Now let's go back. Now let's click preview to see the end user portal, and from here let's click create and let's select customer due diligence. So here we are. Again, we need to configure all these screens, all these views, and after that it will be fully functional. So just for demo purpose, I'm just clicking next, next, advance this case, and we're done with this case creation. So while creating the case or while moving the case, you might face various issues because at the moment We have just imported the blueprint and created the application. It's not a fully functional application. You need to configure all the views properly. You need to configure the flows properly. You need to provide proper conditions wherever you are giving the decision shapes in the flow. Now here we are on this home screen. Now assume you have manually created one application and you can take its blueprint. So what you can do is you can simply log into that application and click on this option, export as blueprint. Now let's go to this menu and click this test application. Now let's say I want this application's blueprint which I have already created. So let's simply click on export as blueprint, and that's it. It will create blueprint of the application which we have created manually. So it is this much easy. Just click on this export as blueprint and that's it. Pega will do the task for you. And you can take that blueprint and you can share it with your colleagues, your friends, and they can start working on it. So here on this screen as well, you will get this option, import a blueprint. With this option as well, you can import a blueprint and it will work in the same fashion. So guys, this is all about today's video. If you have any queries, please do let me know in the comment box. If you want me to cover any specific topic, please enter your suggestions in the comment box. If you enjoyed watching this video, then please make sure to like this video, share this video with your friends and enter your comments in the comment box. Thanks for watching this video. Stay healthy, stay safe, have a nice day.